Hello everyone and welcome back. Patch 8.1 is right around the corner and there are quite a few changes to most of the tanking classes. These changes should help even out the bottom and the top tier and make everything a little more balanced. I hope that these aren't the final changes though, since I would like to see even more buffs to the bottom tanks and a slightly bigger nerf to the top tanks. Now starting with the Protection Warrior, the big news here is that Ignore Pain is off of the global cooldown now. They didn't increase how big it can stack, so it's still 1.3 times as the maximum that you can stack it, but since it is off the global, it should open up your rotation a little bit more. The next change for Protection Warriors is Shield Block has had a 2-second recharge decrease. So instead of being an 18-second cooldown per charge, it is now 16 seconds, and this is affected by your haste. So this means more shield block uptime, and our Vanguard, which helps us passively have more stamina and armor, has been buffed as well. The stamina gained from Vanguard is up from 40% to 45%, and the armor gained from strength is up from 50% to 55%. This means a 5% increase in both our base stamina and how much armor we gain from our strength, buff to shield block, and buff to Ignore Pain. Now what this means to an average Prot warrior is about 0.5 to 1% more physical damage mitigation and about 5 to 10,000 more HP depending on your gear. Now, Blood Death Knights are getting a little bit of a nerf. The biggest nerf is going to come from Bone Storm. Bone Storm now has a cap that heals for a maximum of 15% of your HP per second, which means that this talent point has been nerfed significantly. You are no longer completely invincible while Bone Storm is up, so be careful when you have this up. Blood DKs are also getting a decrease to passive armor. The Veteran of the Third War passive ability is no longer going to be giving 15% increase in armor, but Bone Shield is now going to give an additional 10% armor based on your strength. Will of the Necropolis is also being nerfed a little bit. It is now going to trigger only below 30% HP as opposed to 35%. And the damage that it reduces is now only going to be 30%, down from 35%. So for all the blood DKs out there, what does this really mean? What this means is that if you run into a pack and do not have Bone Shield up, you are going to be taking about 3 to 4% more damage. But if you do happen to have Bone Shield up, which every blood DK should, the change that you are going to be seeing is about 0.1% of a nerf. So as long as you play your blood DK correctly and maintain 100% uptime on Bone Shield, you are not going to be feeling the nerf to armor. However, the nerf to Bone Storm is a lot more visible. Up next, we do have Guardian Druids. Now, since Guardian Druids have been having a lot of issues with threat, all of their damage has been increased by 12%. Two more changes that are coming to Guardian Druids that should help them come up in the Mythic Plus scene is they are now going to get Ursol's Vortex in level 30 talents, and Stampeding Roar is going to be a 1-minute cooldown instead of a 2-minute cooldown. This is going to allow them to kite better and have better mobility, make better time for keys, and overall just be a bigger threat when it comes to Mythic Plus. Brewmaster Monks are getting some nerfs here. Stagger is going to be staggering about 3 to 4% less damage taken, and Iron Skin Brew is now going to stagger about 2% more. So what this means to Brewmasters is if you do not have your Iron Skin Brew up, you are going to be taking 3 to 4% more damage, and if you do have ISB up, you're going to be taking about 2% more damage. So a small increase in damage taken to monks. However, the stagger mechanic is still intact, it's just now mitigating a little bit less. Protection Paladins are going to be getting one change, and this is just to the Hand of the Protector talent point. The Hand of the Protector talent point is now going to increase healing based on your target's missing health. So if you are healing a very low HP target and you have full HP, Hand of the Protector will now scale better in that circumstance. And the last tank on the list is Vengeance Demon Hunter, and unfortunately they are not getting any changes. I do wish that Vengeance Demon Hunters got a few changes to become a little bit better in raids, but so far with 8.1 in the PTR there haven't been any. So hopefully we will see a few changes, and overall what we're seeing is a small nerf to Brewmaster Monks, very small nerf to Blood DKs, and buffs to Guardian Druids and Protection Warriors. Protection Paladin and Vengeance Demon Hunters remain largely unchanged. So hopefully this puts the bottom of the list, Guardian Druids and Protection Warriors, a little bit higher, and the top of the list, Blood DKs and Brewmaster Monks, a little bit closer together, and makes the tanks a little bit more even. that is going to do it for all of the tanking changes coming in patch 8.1 so far. If you like my content, like what I do, want to help support the channel, go ahead and visit my Patreon link down below. I do also stream every Wednesday and Friday, so follow me here or on your favorite platform. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, good luck out there.